So I didn't play video games for a long time. I got really heavily into partying, and I stopped gaming. I sold my gaming PC. Actually, I might put a stream marker here in case I want to rehear the story later. Story time. Okay. So, I got out of gaming, really into partying, and Tim, my old housemate, got me slowly back into it with Magic, and I met all the Legacy boys. I found my deck, I found Storm, I was the Storm guy. Jiggins said he thought I was the best Storm player in Australia, which is the biggest compliment I've ever been given, and Magic, saved my life. It got me out of such a bad place. So, when I was much younger, my favorite Christmas ever, I wake up Christmas morning, I'm like, I don't know, 6 years old. And at the end of my bed, there's a story chest. Yeah, like a toy chest. Like a big toy chest, beautiful custom one, with these toy soldiers on the top. And I'm ecstatic. I'm like, Mom, Dad, this is so amazing. Santa's come. And they're like, well, open it. And inside was a Pokemon-themed Nintendo 64. And, it makes me want to cry now. I'm like, oh, going to tear up. It was one of the happiest moments of my life. I just had everything I wanted. I was with Mum and Dad. You know, this just beautiful gift, and I thought Santa brought it. Actually, as a quick side note, my dad is an engineer, and whenever I used to get Easter rabbit maps, they were always done perfectly to scale. And I said one year, I was like, Dad, why does the rabbit have the same handwriting as you? And so the map of the house was perfectly to scale, like an engineer would have. Anyway. So the toy chest thing inside, favorite Christmas ever. And I came home a couple of years ago, and I'd said in passing to my mum that, I wanted to get a Switch. Maybe I'd get back into gaming. I'm feeling I want to do some wholesome stuff. I'm 26, whatever at this point. And I was staying at home for Christmas in Perth. And that same toy chest was there. And in the morning, Mum was like, open the toy chest. And inside was the Nintendo Switch. So she recreated the Christmas. And it just makes me want to cry. It was one of the most beautiful moments. And it's such an amazing gift. So I hadn't played games in years. And I played in order Super Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, Celeste, Shovel Knight. And I'm like, oh my God, I've been missing out on all of this. I've been fucking my brain for years going out and getting on it when there's this whole world of beautiful video games and all this stuff I've missed out on. And even talking about it now makes me just want to well up, in a nice way. It's so beautiful, and it's such a thoughtful thing that my mum did. Anyway, now I feel really bad because the Switch for me has just become a Super Smash machine. I only used to play that. I remember I used to sit in bed and I'm getting shivers now talking about it. I remember the sound dunk 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 as you'd get closer to a shrine and just playing in handheld. And I remember the sound of the Sand Kingdom and playing it in handheld, and just this beautiful feeling of so wholesome. I just was like, oh my God, this is the greatest console ever. And now I have this guilt because I don't play my Switch. I keep taking it to bed. I'm not sleeping. Fibromyalgia's fucking up my sleep, and sometimes I lie there until 5 o'clock, and then I start crying because I can't sleep, so I have to take Valium or olanzapine, and it makes me feel so shitty. And I've been sitting there and I'm trying to recreate that feeling with a Switch, and I can't get it. So last night I booted up Luigi's Mansion, which I've played for a couple of hours, and I just couldn't get into it. And I booted up Pokemon, which I got halfway through, and I'll talk to the camera, and I couldn't get into it. And I booted up Hollow Knight, and I couldn't get into it. But I booted up Mario 3D All-Stars, and I was playing Galaxy, and I got that feeling. And I'm thinking maybe we do play some Mario Galaxy, some on stream, and some in bed. And I just wanted to know if anyone else has had the experience with the Switch where they've stopped using it in the full sort of rotation of, TV to handheld to just the sound effects coming out of the Switch. Like, I've lost that little buzz, but I was getting it last night with Galaxy, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. And I was wondering if you guys have had the same experience with your Switch, if it's just become a machine now that you play one game with. Actually, the other game I would play is Mario Kart, by the way. Anyway, I just